Hey everyone, I'm Dawnlight. Welcome to my channel. I recently passed Security Plus certifications, and I would like to share to you about my own experience, how I studied for it, and how you can pass it too. So stay tuned. For my background, I did not work in IT. I did not receive any formal IT training, but I always knew I wanted to work in information security. So I did a little bit of work with Kali Linux, and I messed around with Wi-Fi Pineapple. My studying, the tools I used are mainly coming from those three resources: Jason Dion's practice exams, Professor Messer's videos, and Get Certified Get Ahead book by Daryl Gibson. In my very first studying session, I did go into Professor Messer's video, and I watched all 140 something videos of his. He did a really good job at explaining things, and most importantly, his videos are free, so thank you, Professor Messer. Jason Dion's courses, I also liked his videos. He goes really deeply into each topic, in my opinion, and some of those are not necessarily required for the exam, but those are definitely good knowledge if you wanted to go into a deeper level. So those are good also. Daryl Gibson's Get Certified Get Ahead book. This book is so thorough. If you can read and understand every single subject in this book, you will be golden. You will be definitely guaranteed to pass the exam. After absorbing all the knowledges, it's time for me to reinforce my knowledge about security. So I did practice exams. First of all, I did Jason Dion's practice exams. I do think those are very close to what the real exam is. If I were to restudy this with Professor Messer's videos first, and taking notes along with it, and then I would go to Get Certified Get Ahead by Daryl Gibson, take the pre-assessment, read all the chapters, do all the chapter quizzes, and do the post-assessment. And then at the end, I would test my own concept by doing Jason Dion's practice exams and know if I'm prepared for the exam. And several days before I took my real exam, I printed out the CompTIA Security Plus objectives map, and I made sure to know every single word that you needed to know for the exam. So for those words I don't know, I made Anki cards. These are flashcards that helps you to reinforce your memories. So I made cards about those, and I also found a really excellent post on Reddit that they had a study guide. So I'll post a link to the Reddit post down below so you can refer to them if you need to. For the real exam, I had 81 questions and 5 PBQs. I flagged the PBQs at first, and I went straight into multiple choice and referred back to the PBQs later. I did think I did the right thing because I left myself with 20 minutes on the PBQs, and I ended up running out of time when I was doing the PBQs, so I didn't completely finish them, but I still ended up passing. I would highly recommend going over the multiple choice first and then going back to the PBQs. My tips for you to do well on this exam is, first of all, schedule your exam 45 days after the date that you decided to study for the exam, because that can really help you to motivate you to study. You can always reschedule if you don't feel prepared. And the second tip I would like to give is, if you were to take this online, I would recommend you to have a clean room for the exam, because I watched Professor Messer's studying session about taking tests online. He talked to the CompTIA people, and you want to simulate the test center environment and have no thing distract you. And obviously you don't want to have like any books behind you. You don't want to have any extraneous things on your table besides your laptop. The next strategy I would want to give is to go on Reddit and look for other people's experience on taking the exam, how they passed it. So I would search quote unquote security plus 501. And tips, I would focus on hands-on rather than just memorizing. So for example, try to run the CLI commands. I would try to do the CLI commands on my own, like test it on my own host rather than memorizing what those are, like memorizing theoretically what those are. Yeah, that's it. That's my experiences. If you have any questions, please leave some comments below or reach out to me on Twitter. Good luck on your exam. Bye.